The kitchen with Executive Chef Mike Percio of Standard Diner and Range Cafe, and so we're going to be talking about a food fight in a little bit.
Right.
I think it's very cool. I think it's the first time we've talked about food fights in this kitchen. But first, tell us what you're making for us today, Mike.
Here's a little, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, a little inspired by the upcoming season, that fall, so getting ahead. So did a little R&D on a new dish that we will be featuring at Standard Diner and elsewhere.
Okay.
So it's a pork chop ranchero. If you remember my segment from a few weeks ago, I'm big on brining meats.
Yep.
So this pork chop has a brine using hard cider.
Okay.
Again, liking to use our local partners. Using a tractor, their hard cider.
Using the hard cider to brine.
Brown sugar and some herbs.
Okay. Now, is that what we've got working over here? Tell us a little bit about what's going into this as well.
Okay, so after that brines for 2 hours, we have we start grilling the pork chop.
Okay.
Other ingredients here are for the sides. We have some onions and garlic for our refried beans.
Okay.
And a little salsa verde.
Salsa verde.
Which I'm taking a little of the work out of it, and we do package that for our sister restaurant, Range Cafe.
Oh, well, there you go. That's great.
You can just visit one of the restaurants and buy it there.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's dive into this. So we've got this over here. We left this beautiful shot. We're going to bring the lamb chop back over here, or the pork chop back over here. Is that right?
Pork chop will come back over here. Sure.
Okay. So now the brining process, when you do this, Mike, you pour the hard cider in, you mix the ingredients in. Does that need to be heated?
Right.
Tell us about that process.
What I like to do is bring the hard cider, the sugar, and the salt to a simmer just to dissolve it.
Okay.
Then I add ice water, equal amounts of the cider to kind of chill it down.
Okay.
And then the pork chop or whatever meat you're using will sit in there. For the pork chop, I don't like to go more than 4 hours. Then it starts kind of breaking down the tissues a little bit
Now,
too
is
much.
it completely engulfed in that water?
It
does
is.
Does it sit? Okay, so
It
just
is. It's
sits in there
submerged.
for about 4 hours. Okay.
Right, it's submerged. And the reasoning behind that, it adds moisture and imparts flavor into it as well.
Gotcha. Okay. So after it brines, tell us the next step what we're doing.
Just after that, you just pat it dry, season it with salt and pepper, throw it on the grill.
Okay.
This would be something great for the barbecue. This here is a beautiful tomahawk chop that we use from Beeler's, which is a all natural, no hormones ever product. This chop here is quite big. I would recommend finishing it in the oven like I have now.
Okay.
I have one in the oven,
Okay.
just because of the thickness, and pull it out when it's about 150 degrees.
150 degrees. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So are we just searing it here on the grill? Is that what we're looking to do, is lock that moisture in?
Exactly, and get
Okay.
some caramelization, get some of that sweetness from the cider in there, and yeah, caramelize
Right.
those sugars.
So what else have we got working over here? This has kind of been sitting on the grill as well.
Yeah, just have some zucchini strips here, seasoned with salt and pepper, grilling there just to accompany the dish.
Okay. How long do those grill for?
They're pretty quick,
Okay.
about a ½ inch thick, probably 2 minutes on each side.
2 minutes
depending
on
on
each side.
how hot you like your grill.
Gotcha. And then, of course, you get the refried beans as well.
Right.
Very popular here in New Mexico.
Right, I thought this kind of dish it all
Yeah,
kind of ties
absolutely.
in. So I just started this off with a little bit of bacon fat since we're using pork already. Sauteed the onions and garlic, added the beans, just a little bit of water to keep it moist, and let that simmer and smash them on up.
Okay, so smash them on up. Now, can you use a spoon? Do you use, what do you use?
Yeah, I like to use like a hard whisk.
Okay, a hard whisk to
works.
make it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, so let's talk about this. Like I said, I very rarely get to say food fight in this kitchen. You're participating in a food fight tonight, Mike. Tell us about this.
Well, not necessarily participating. We are the host restaurant, and myself, along with David Ruiz, chef and partner at Soul and Vine, kind of created this series event. We're trying to look to build a community of chefs and get some excitement out in Albuquerque about food.
So what's going on with this 505 food?
So tonight is the second of the series, and it's at Standard Diner starting at 9 o'clock. After the restaurant closes, we'll open the doors at 8:30. So come in a little early, grab something to eat, and watch the fight. We have two great chefs. We have Raul Maestas from Street Food Boulevard.
Okay.
He's been at several places around town. Now he's owner and operator of Street Food Boulevard, a food truck. And Dale from Joseph's of Santa Fe is coming down, and they're going to be presented with some mystery ingredients that, be honest, it'll be a challenge.
So these chefs come in. Do they know the dish that they're going to do, or they just basically show up? They're given what they're supposed to make, and then it's revealed the ingredients with which they make it.
Right. We'll reveal the ingredients in front of the crowd. They have no idea what it is until we reveal them. They'll have about 10 minutes to kind of get their thoughts together, kind of take a look around the kitchen at the Standard Diner to see what is available to them. And within that 10 minutes, then it's on. They have an hour to produce dishes. With some feedback we got from the first event, we're actually going to have them make some extra dishes and auction them off for the charity.
Oh, no kidding.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So charitable. So giving
Right.
back. Tell us how that ties in.
Right. You know, when creating this event, we wanted to make it a community thing. So the host restaurant chooses the charity they want to donate to. So tonight we're donating to Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. So
Okay.
all ticket proceeds will go to there.
That's fantastic. Yeah, great organization.
And then we'll auction off some dishes, so some folks will get to actually try what these chefs are creating with these unusual ingredients. And
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, we are going to plate this up. Remind us again, Standard Diner, where are you guys located?
on Central and Arno.
Central and Arno.
Yeah,
You
just
can't
off of
miss it.
Broadway.
They have the coolest sign in Edo, folks. It's very easy to find. Again, for more information on the 505 Food Fight and Standard Diner, head over to casa.com where you can get this plated up, get a final look when we come back on Style. You know what? Brittany's not here. I don't even have to say dibs. It's all mine.